Bienvenidos a Salty y Yo. Salty y Yo. It's tea time with James.
Okay, yeah. Back on air after a month and a bit, almost 2 months off. Here with Teacher Magali again.
Hello.
And well, a lot's happened since the last Salty y Yo. Mainly the fact that we had a big holiday, Easter. That shows how long been off air. Magali, can you just tell the listeners in the UK some things that they do in Easter here in Mexico?
Sure. Well, Mexico is a very Catholic country, so of course Easter is going to be like a big...
Is the Pope Catholic? Is the Pope Catholic?
Yeah.
That's another big event.
Yeah, that's another, like we... And actually happened right after Easter.
Yeah, right after Easter,
so... It's been a big couple of events for Catholics everywhere.
Did you personally care that much about the new Pope? And
I was curious,
Yeah.
but of course there are some topics that are relevant because it's one of the big leaders in the world, whether or not you're a Catholic or not. So a lot of issues are relevant. So I was engaged in watching what the profile for the new candidate for the Pope was going to be because personal situations, because I'm more leaning towards the left in
Okay.
regard to marriage equality and those kinds of things. So there were a lot of candidates that were a little bit more conservative, and that was a bit concerning, I guess. But yeah, rather than being like, oh my gosh, like super engaged in it, not really,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm fairly optimistic about the new Pope.
Even though he's from your neighbouring country, the USA.
USA, America.
But he's a global man. I think that
Yes.
he's from Peru as well, and his
Yes.
parents French and Italian
Yeah,
or something like that.
I really liked it that when he addressed, like, that was my first impression of him because I saw live on TikTok when he was giving his like little message to the community in Peru, and so my first impression of him was him speaking Spanish, and that was nice.
Yeah. Just for the UK listeners, there's other things from Peru, not just Paddington Bear.
Yeah, absolutely.
A very important man called the Pope.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So yeah, that was a little bit of a roller coaster, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's I am optimistic.
And so, yes, you were saying before I interrupted you
Yeah,
about Easter.
what we do in Easter.
Yeah.
Well, we go to mass a lot here in Mexico. I'm not, again, I oscillate between being Catholic and a non-practicing Catholic or agnostic. But my mom is very Catholic, so normally I'm the one that goes along with her.
So I asked my students this question as well,
Yeah.
and a couple of them missed class as well, because they said the way they put it was like, teacher, in Mexico we have carne asadas,
Yeah.
and that thing, carbon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna go put it on our face, and it was in the UK it's called Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here it's miércoles de ceniza, but that's like before Lent.
Before
So,
Lent, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Did you practice Lent or not? Really?
Some years I do. This year I actually didn't do anything. But yeah, some years I do it like not necessarily as in not eating meat on Fridays, but making a little sacrifice for something during Lent.
I think it's quite hard here in the north
Yes.
because everything is
Yeah,
meat orientated.
Yeah, so it's like actually making your out of your way, with eating chicken or eating seafood, which is not much of a choice here in the north. It's harder to get good seafood here, and it's scary actually because since we're in the middle of the desert, it's not like very easy to get fresh seafood, and that can bring a whole lot of other issues.
I was thinking of opening a fish and chip business.
Okay.
You've just poo-pooed that.
No, sorry.
Because
Well,
of the fresh.
I mean,
It is hard.
yeah, it's hard.
People don't trust.
Exactly. But I mean, the Mercado Juarez is a good place to find like
Fresher fish.
fresh fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Geographically, are we the furthest point away from the sea in Mexico? Like, I couldn't think of many other states that are further
Yeah,
away. Maybe a little bit further into Chihuahua.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, we're very
Like
landlocked.
The nearest beaches are Tamaulipas, right?
Yeah, it's either Tamaulipas
Texas.
or Sinaloa and
Yeah,
Mazatlan.
Mazatlan.
So it's like 6 hours either way
Yeah.
by car, and it depends. Yeah. So,
Thanks for
yeah.
clarifying by car. Like,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're fairly fair away. So yeah, you could try. I mean, you could bring in the foreign
yeah, no.
highlight, and then
I thought fish and chips would be good, just because there isn't.
yeah, there's not many places where you can get fish and chips.
And they don't do the batter the way we do it. They
Yeah.
just do like breaded fish.
Yeah.
Nice. And did you go away over Easter? I went
No.
to Guadalajara.
Yeah, you went to Guadalajara. You're more savvy than many other people here in Mexico about Mexico, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
A tip for people as well that come to Mexico during Easter is I think it was a good shout to go to a city
Yeah.
because the beaches were pretty packed. I didn't go, but the flights were expensive and
Yeah.
it was pretty full. The city wasn't dead, but it just had like a reduced footfall of people, and museums were open and free and stuff because they were trying to get
People
people
go.
to come to the city. So there was lots of cultural events that were just completely free.
Yeah, I think that your plan was really good because my parents went to Merida during Easter, and yeah, they said that the beaches were pretty packed. So yeah,
Yeah, or come to Coahuila.
or come to Coahuila,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
go
are.
to Cuatro Ciénegas or go to Parras, yeah.
Yeah. So I need to get back out there and do another saltillo. So I have the list of the oxos here on the computer.
Yeah.
Can you generate one?
Sure.
Put in a prompt of what you want. I think just choose, say,
Yeah.
generate new OXO or something like that.
Oh, wait. Ugh. I hate the Mac. Sorry. Please sponsor Jane, but I have forgotten how to use one.
I've never learned.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I know, and it's your work computer, so. Okay, so we got a new one.
You can share that in Spanish if you want.
Oxo Doctores, La Palmilla 437. So this is the one that James is heading off to in order to find a new folk to share a cup of tea with.
Do you know where that is? Oxo Doctores.
Doctores is like that way, I think, like heading towards Highway 4 to Monterrey.
I'm just searching now. Doctores being doctors, right?
Yeah, Doctores is like the neighborhood.
Is that related to hospitals, obviously, or like around there?
I have no clue. I don't think that it has anything to do with doctors or a hospital.
La
La Palmilla. That's a kind of plant.
Is that a palm tree?
Yeah.
Are you a plant lover? Do you have many plants?
No, I kill everything.
Okay.
Like
Only buy plants that don't need watering.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually managed to almost kill a cactus.
Cactus?
Yeah, because I overwatered it.
Okay.
So yeah, plants and me, no.
I guess it's this one, right? It says La Panamia 437.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's right next to a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, sure.
Los Doctores here.
This is Galerías.
That's just like behind.
Yeah, like this is La Conchita. So here, this is the Muguerza. So again, you know Soriana San Isidro? It should be here. You know that one? Or no?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so Panorte, Aguillon.
San-
Yeah, this is Soriana. This one here, this gray one.
San Isidro is a club deportivo, right?
Yeah.
That's where all the students go.
Yeah, or either there or Campestre, which is like farther this way.
Yeah, hopefully we won't bump into any of them.
No, I mean it's a fancy neighborhood.
Yeah, so it's like in the north, right? A little bit more north.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to venture
Into the north,
into the north. Okay.
as long as winter's not coming, you should be fine.
Oh, this Oxo is next to a shop called Deja Vu.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, it seems not too dangerous. I mean, I've been told by some of my students that I'll get killed if I go to the centre.
Yeah, no. This is a posher kind of neighborhood.
So for the people that don't understand Saltillo, where I live, where you live, would you say there's a big division between the north, the centre, the south?
Yes.
Because you live in the south, right?
Yes, I live in the south. I mean, I guess that there's a little bit of everything in the south of Saltillo, but there are some like nicer neighborhoods, and there are also some like shadier neighborhoods. So it's a little bit of everything, but for the most part, the most developed or the fancier area of the city is in the north.
It's in the north.
Yeah.
That's like contrary to quite a lot of other countries or other places, because for example in the UK the north is less developed per se as the south. Like we've got London in the south, but here in Mexico
it's the other way
around.
I
think that there's some form of explanation why the north is more developed.
Because we don't have
here
resources readily available.
Here in Mexico, right?
Yeah. That's the reason why. Because the northern part of the country is desert, so we've had like ever since pre-Hispanic cultures, they were nomads and they were more hunter-gatherers rather than agriculture. So they didn't stay down in places for a long time. And in the southern part of the country, it was more like we had resources readily available. The climate was more tropical, so we didn't have to move around. And it's just like...
And the proximity to the United States, right? Obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. Since we are closer to the United States, we have focused more around industry, around, for example, here in Saltillo, it's more around the automotive industry. We have a lot of, factories for GM and for Ford and stuff like that, or Freightliner, for trailers and stuff, rather than focusing on tourism or agriculture, right? We don't have much... plants that grow in here, like any produce that we create. It's
only cactus that you kill.
And I kill them. No, we also have walnut trees.
And in Arteaga, some apples and pears.
Yeah, apples are the staple in Arteaga. I have a kind of a garden, but it's
like an orchard, little orchard.
Yeah, a little orchard at home with my parents. So they have walnut trees, they have pears, they have apple trees.
We talked about apples and pears yesterday.
Yes, we talked about it.
You learned that was apples and pears?
Apples and pears. Stairs. Yeah, absolutely. I had it in the tip of my tongue. But yeah, they have like pomegranate. They have
Any jicamas?
no jicamas at all.
Just context, jicama is a really lame...
Yeah, and we had a colleague that said that it was like the best fruit ever. No, it's not. Like,
Is it even a fruit?
I don't
Is it a
know.
vegetable?
No, I don't.
Or is it in a category of its own?
Yeah, like potatoes or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are those called? Like
Roots or...
roots that. Yeah.
Root?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Is jicama a fruit? Or a vegetable? Yeah, no, it's whatever it's called. As a vegetable.
It's a vegetable. Okay, so it's
That is often mistaken for a fruit.
okay. So automatically is disqualified.
It's
A tuber.
A tuber. That's it,
That
a
was
tuber.
the word. Yeah,
Yeah,
a tuber. A tuber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
This colleague, wanted to apparently we don't know if he's chatting out his bottom,
Yeah.
but he wanted to export jicamas from Mexico to Germany.
Yeah, and we were discussing that there was no way that he was missing jicama rather than something else like mangoes or avocado or anything else.
Yeah, let us know if you're living in a different country or if you're just missing anything right now. You can send us a. We don't have any red social media. So
No, you should make something
Yeah,
a
you can
next
send it.
account or
Yeah, you can send us something, a postcard,
postcard, yeah.
to the OXO. You have that's the only reference you have.
sure.
Let us know if you're missing anything. Maybe me, any of my fans there.
Yeah.
But well, thanks a lot. I'll be off to the north.
The North.
The
North remembers.
Yeah, La Palmilla, OXO
437.
Doctores. Yeah, and hopefully
Open 24 hours.
that's not true though, is it?
Yeah, but they service you through a little window.
Okay.
You cannot go into the OXXO. It's just like, what do you need?
That sounded quite dodgy.
I know.
When you open 24 hours and they service you through a little window.
You have a very dirty mind.
Well,
I meant it
but it's
in
radio.
the best way possible.
It's radio, so you have to clarify
Specify.
these.
Okay, they help you. No. Anything I say now is going to sound dirty. Thank you very much.
but OXO don't provide those type of services.
No, OXXO is like a convenience store that you can find anything from soap to chips to ice to alcohol to
Yeah, you can get most things there. But,
yeah.
Well, I'll go this week, so stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to let me know what you find out.
Thanks, Magali.
You're welcome.